Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M44, the Tier 6 American SPG built on the Walker Bulldog chassis with a 155mm gun. It's on the south spawn of Ensk and it's under command of Running Hawk. And it looks like he's gone straight into the aim, or is he waiting for that Su-14 to move? Yep, I think he's waiting for the S-14 to get out of the way. Okay, he's got a 17.17 seconds reload. And he's not using premium consumables. But he probably has BIA for the crew. He certainly has a mark of excellence on the barrel. And if that piece of rock will drop off the vehicle, it's along for the ride, I think. Oh, no, it's disappeared. There you go. And he's found his firing position over at the end of the running track. Okay, now we're looking out at the field. It's an AMX-1357 out there in the bush, and he fires around him, but the AMX-37 has moved away. Try and anticipate if the light tank's about to pull away from position. It's probably best not to fire on that target because your chances of hitting it are very slim. But he's reloaded and appears to be going for that Type 64. He's stationary in the bush, and he gets a direct hit and wipes him out. 472 hit points. Good strike. And that Cromwell is sitting behind that house thinking, I'm nice and safe here. No, you're not safe at all. We're almost reloaded. And the Cromwell pulls around the house, but there's a T-25-2, the American Tier 7 tank destroyer, and he fired thinking that the vehicle was going to pull forward, but it didn't. It actually stayed where it was, and so the shell went over the top, and he's gone back to the Cromwell. The team's 2 tanks up at the moment. They've conquered the city, but the field is still pretty well populated with enemy tanks. This is a Tier 8 battle, and of course the M44 is a Tier 6 Arty, so he's obviously hitting targets which are much higher tier, which means he'll earn more XP than he would in a normal battle. Fires around at the T-25-2. This time round he gets a direct hit for 138 hit points on the rear of the T-25-2. A Lorraine 40-ton has been spotted at the back, pulling behind that house. We're almost reloaded. Very fast reload on the M44. Rounds out straight away, and oh, it overshoots. It does stun the 40-ton, but it lands behind him, does no damage. And the 40-ton has now got his hands full because he's got an IS attacking him. And the IS may have a 100mm gun. He pulls around the corner, and this time round he gets a direct hit. 235 hit points. Okay, we've got a Panther out on the field who's exchanging fire with the IS, I think. And he's been tracked, so he's stationary, which is good for us. And we're going to hit him side on. Rounds out. Direct hit, 276. And a nice little stun. He's down to 23% of his health, so he probably won't last long. And he hasn't. He's gone down. Okay, we appear to be doing very nicely. We're 8 tanks up on the enemy. There are only 4 enemy tanks left, and 2 of them are down this end, the T-34 and the Cromwell. And the Cromwell's just been wiped out by that charioteer, very probably using the 20-pounder gun. And the T-34 isn't going to last very long, even though he's got quite a lot of his health remaining. He's in a terrible position. There's a ship S1. We get a direct hit on him, and a fire! We set him on fire and he was killed immediately afterwards, so I think we picked up some stun assist there. And there's an 88 hiding behind that house, and our P43 Biz and IS are going after him. Rounds out on the house. Oh, he pulled back, but it stunned him. It did stun him. The IS is going for the direct approach, has driven up alongside the 88, got behind him and is now pumping shells into his rear. And he's gone. 263 hit points went to the OI, I think, and that was the end of the battle. So it was over rather quickly, but we did get a rather nice fire in there off the Striv. And let's have a look at the end of battle results. It's an Ace Tanker for Running Hawk in the M44. He also got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits on the enemy. In fact, he got 12. And Confederate medal because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else. At least 6 tanks, then subsequently taken out by other team members. And you can see those 6 were listed there. So let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he didn't get the highest amount of damage. He came third on the highest amount of damage, fourth actually, because although he was third on his team, the AMX 5100 scored 3,511, and then came the T34 on the enemy team with 2,419, then the IS on our team, and then came Running Hawk in his M44, 1,706. When it came to kills, he was joint third on his own team. The highest score was the IS with 3, then came the AMX 5100, then with the SC-14 and the Charioteer, all got 2 kills apiece, and then Running Hawk obviously followed up with a group of other tanks who managed to get 1 kill apiece. When it came to base XP though, because Running Hawk was a tier 6 in a tier 8 game, he was hitting higher tier opponents and doing very nicely out of it. So he managed to earn 1,314 base experience points, whilst the AMX 5100, who's much higher tier, managed to get only 1,155 base XP, followed by the IS with 921. So it does help to be bottom tier sometimes, because you do earn a lot of XP as a result. He fired 10 shots, he got 5 direct hits, 5 penetrations and 4 splash. Damage of 1,706 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He damaged 7 of the enemy but killed 1 of them, and did stun assistance damage of 2,228 hit points off 8 stuns. And that's where he actually earned all the extra XP to put him well over the top of that AMX 5120. He earned 59,012 credits from that battle, and after ammunition resupply, and he didn't spend that much in the way of ammo, but it is fairly cheap ammo at that, he still had 53,962 credits. He earned 1,971 XP times 3 to the first victory, so he took away 5,913 experience points altogether, and the battle only lasted 4 minutes and 12 seconds, so it's a very, very, very quick battle. But then Ensk is a very small map, and therefore it's much more dangerous to Arties, because if you're in a small map, there are fewer places to hide, and you're more likely to get detected and killed. So congratulations Running Hawk, good battle. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.